students. So today we are going to discuss the questions which came in GATE 2014 paper of mechanical branch. So here I start. Question number 1. These questions carries 1 marks each as and minus 0.33 as negative. So question 1. Consider a 3 cross 3 matrix such that two of its eigenvalues are A and B. Be careful here students, consider a 3 cross 3 real symmetric matrix. Okay, so A and B are the eigenvalues and their corresponding eigenvectors are these. So if A is not equals to B, then x1 y1 plus x2 y2 plus x, it is actually x3 y3. Okay, here is a mistake, it is x3 y3. So we have to find out the value of this. So as we know that for a real symmetric matrix, if it has 2 or 3 distinct eigenvalues, then the corresponding eigenvectors are always orthogonal. See, I have written here, we know that the eigenvectors corresponding to the distinct eigenvalues of a real symmetric matrix are always orthogonal. So if you take the dot product of these two eigenvectors, so since as the two vectors are always orthogonal, whenever the two vectors are always orthogonal, the dot product of that two vectors is always 0. So the answer is option D. Let's go to the next question. See, it is a direct question here. If a function is continuous at a point, then you have to find out which is the correct option. The limit of the function may exist, may not exist. This is absolutely wrong. The function must be derivable at the point. This is also not necessary. The limit of the function at the point tends to infinity, not at all possible. So the last option is correct. The limit must exist at the point and the value of the limit should be as the value of the function at the point. This is actually the definition of the continuity of a function at a particular point. Okay, so option D is correct. Now the third question is also a direct question. You have to find out the divergence of a vector field this. So if you guys remember what is a divergence of a vector field, so this is also used in fluid mechanics also. So please remember, divergence of a vector field is del dot f vector. This f is a vector field. Divergence is always taken of a vector field only, not of a scalar field. Okay, and what is this del operator? Dou by dou x plus dou by dou y plus dou by dou z. So if you will take the dot product, you will get in this way. So what is this dou by dou x? This is actually the partial differentiation of this function with respect to x, and similarly second and third. So if you will take the partial differentiation, you will get 2xz plus x minus 2yz, and you have to find out the divergence at this 1 minus 1 and 1. So by substituting the value, you will get the answer as 5, which is option C. So now the next question, let's see. This is actually a probability question. Okay, it's not you cannot say that this question is strictly from maths. It's also called as aptitude questions kind of thing. So let's see. A group consists of equal number of men and women. Of this group, 20% of the men and 50% of the women are unemployed. Okay, so if the person is selected at random from this group, the probability of the selected person being employed is C. Suppose a group consists of an equal number of men and women. So suppose the men, see, I have explained with the help of an example. Let M be the number of men, W be the number of women, E be the number of employed persons, U be the number of unemployed persons. So the probability of a men, since the number of men is equals to is half of the total persons present in the group. So this is 0.5. Similarly of women is 0.5. So probability that if we select a man which is unemployed, okay, so this is 0.2 basically. And similarly the probability if we select a woman which is unemployed is 0.5. Okay, so we have to select a person which is unemployed, so it can be either a man or a woman. So by the definition of conditional probability or total probability, you can say probability that a person is unemployed is men into probability of unemployed men plus probability of women into probability of unemployed. This is actually woman. Here a mistake is there. This is actually woman. Okay. So by substituting the value, you will easily get 0.35. So the required probability is 1 minus the probability of the unemployed person. So which is 0.65. Please be careful for the last step. Always check what is asked in the question. The probability of the selected person being employed is. So you have to find out P of E. Okay. Now the next question. Let's see. These all are 1 marks question. Okay. I'll discuss slowly the 2 marks question also. The definite integral 1 to 3 1 by x dx is evaluated using trapezoidal rule with a step size 1. The correct answer is, this is a fill in the blanks kind of question, so you don't have any options. Okay, so we know h is called a step size which is 1 given in the question. We also know the limits a is equals to 1 and b is equals to 3, so we can find out easily the number of subintervals as 3 minus 1 by 1 is equals to 2. Okay, so why we have taken as 1 here? Because the step size is 1. Okay, so now the function here is 1 by x, so we have to calculate the value of the function at each point, at x equals to 1, then at x equals to 2, then at x equals to 3. So you will easily get the values, and after that we know the formula for the trapezoidal rule. It is a direct and straight question. There is no trick here. You just have to remember this formula and substitute the value. You will get 1.1667. One more way to check whether your answer is correct or not, you can directly see 1 by x integration dx is ln x, log of x. Okay, and if you will substitute the limits, you will get log 3 minus log 1. Log 1 is directly 0, so you will get log 3. So by substituting the value in the calculator, you can easily check whether your value is approximately equal to log 3, since the numerical methods does not give the exact result. So you will get either greater or less, but somewhat in the nearby of log 3. Okay, so by this you can check whether your options, whether you have done the calculation correctly or whether you have applied the correct formula in that way. Okay, so these are the 5 questions today I discussed. I'll discuss subsequently in my more videos the more questions which came in GATE 2014 mechanical branch. Okay students, thank you and have a good day.